When BBC bosses sacked the much-loved Sue Barker from Question of Sport and replaced her with a much younger male presenter, the show's millions of fans were furious. In fact, 3/4 of them stopped watching in protest that Paddy McGuinness, then 47 years old, took the then 64-year-old former tennis star's seat. So you'd think that the corporation may have wanted to show her some kindness. But Ms. Barker revealed just how vindictive the BBC has been by banning her from using any reference or even mentioning Question of Sport during the Sue, Matt and Phil Live, the reunion tour which she is currently touring the UK with, alongside former panelists Phil Tuffnell and Matt Dawson. On Sunday at the Hammersmith Eventum in London, she told the audience that neither she or her co-stars were allowed to mention the program, which was axed in 2023 after 53 years on the airwaves. She also revealed that she was forbidden from using the names of the rounds that were used on Question of Sport, such as the picture board or the 1-minute round. As the trio welcomed the audience, she made a point of not mentioning the show because they were not allowed to. During the show, they mocked the BBC's decision by making a play of the fact they were forbidden from mentioning it. Speaking to the viewers, former England rugby star Mr. Dawson said, "Welcome to," before saying an illegible word, in place of Question of Sport. Ms. Barker said, "We're not allowed to use any of the names of the rounds, but in actual fact they're all exactly the same. So let's go and play a quiz. It's lovely to be back before I got sacked, basically," which prompted lots of boos from the sellout crowd. There was no mention of the program during the 2-hour-long show. Ms. Barker's confession comes amid ongoing criticism of the BBC's handling of Question of Sport since her departure. Once a primetime favorite, the show suffered a dramatic ratings decline following its revamp under new host McGuinness, who has no sporting background. Fans were dismayed by the replacement of its traditional sporting guests with celebrity participants such as Jamie Lang and Anton Dubake, and the introduction of light-hearted, non-sporting challenges. At its peak, Question of Sport drew audiences of up to 19 million. Under Ms. Barker's tenure, it consistently attracted between 4 and 5 million viewers. After McGuinness, 51, stepped into Sue Barker's shoes, ratings plummeted to just 800,000 in 2023, prompting the BBC to axe the program last year after 51 years on air. The former tennis player has since spoken of her disappointment at the show's demise, describing it as the best fun I ever had on television. Speaking on the Monday Mile podcast last year, she said, "I'm really disappointed for this next batch of athletes that they won't have that experience."